Hi, we're really excited to be here at Creative Mornings, especially this month, being a part of Oslo Innovation Week. So as Claudia said, my name is Madi.
And my name is Louise. And we both work as designers at one of Norway's largest and longest living design agencies, Scandinavian Design Group. And we are 48 people, and we work in multidisciplinary teams for clients such as VIPS, Innovation Norway, and Fremtid, to name a few. But instead of the elevator pitch, we'll just show you what we've been up to lately.
But today we're going to be talking about a specific project called Brand Norway. So this project started with a challenge from the Prime Minister of Norway, Erna Solberg. When speaking at the NHO conference in 2017, she said that Norwegian industry needs to be greener, smarter, and more innovative. So this means that we need to move from an oil and gas-based industry to a sustainable industry that answers people's needs and demands around the world. So the challenge set was to expose Norwegian green solutions so that we could increase exports and gain investments for research and development within Norwegian innovations. The Prime Minister wanted to create arenas for these solutions to then be showcased to the world, to create clear and effective communication around these solutions and what Norway is doing for a better future. And finally, we needed to strengthen our attractiveness across all of the target audiences. So the target groups that we needed to engage are tourists and visitors, investors, new talent that are looking to live and work in Norway, and potential buyers or business partners for Norwegian companies. So Innovation Norway was given this task by Erna at this conference. And from there, Innovation Norway partnered with us in Scandinavian Design Group. So SDG was in charge of the design, and then we also partnered with Zinc on PR and Klima on the development of the Explorer. But it wasn't just the two of us from SDG that was involved, so we feel like we should mention that we did have quite a large multidisciplinary team behind us that also worked on the Brand Norway project.
And the understand phase is where we start all of our projects at SDG. Sometimes this phase can be one of the largest, and sometimes we only have time to do the bare minimum. But either way, it is important as this is where we get to the root of the problem. To do this in the Brand Norway project, we surveyed 227 business leaders across 17 countries to get a better understanding of what their perception of Norway was. Some of it was to be expected: fjords, northern lights, snow, expensive, and so on, but we'll go into some of the key findings. Norway is a well-functioning democracy and has high standards of living. Norway has high competence and flat structure. Norway has world-class technology, and Norway takes sustainability seriously. But one common perception among many of the survey takers was that although we had many positives, Norway needed to be more market-oriented. And this is true for Norwegian at an international level, but can also be seen amongst Norwegians individually. We have a lot of strengths and do a lot of good, but are not always so good at showing what we have done, probably to do with something called the Janteloven. So our main takeaway from these insights was that we, of course, needed to preserve our tradition while also creating engagement around the new stories of Norway, showing what we want for the future.
So then we moved on to the define phase. So taking our findings from the understand phase, we moved into defining a way forward with the project. So firstly, we defined our role. Norway is a sustainability pioneer. Our very own Gro Harlem Brundtland chaired the Brundtland Commission, which presented the Brundtland Report on sustainable development back in 1984. Then we looked at what are our differentiating factors. Who are we? Norway is built on a strong foundation of equality. We believe in inclusive labour markets and close cooperation between employers and employees. Everybody working together means greater rewards for all. And where do we come from? Norway is powered by nature. Norway and nature have always been intertwined. Our history is one of farmers, fishermen, and seafarers in the northern reaches of the world. We have learned to explore, engineer, and respect nature through centuries of hard work in a harsh climate. And finally, what do we have to offer? Norway stands out of the ordinary, both in geography, but also in quality. We live where Europe meets the Arctic and where essentials meet expertise. Because of our solid infrastructure and our highly educated workforce, we advance sustainability not only for the environment, but also for the economy. So a bit of a summary is that we aim to be a pioneer in the use of new technology and digitalization to find new solutions to the world's economic, social, and environmental challenges. We also defined Norway's personality using the archetype methodology. So Norway is the explorer, and this can be linked back to Amundsen, Nansen, and Thor Heyerdahl. Norway has a history of exploration. We also took a lot of inspiration, and our muse came from His Royal Highness King Harald V's speech at the 2016 annual Palace Garden Party. He spoke of how Norway is tackling some of these environmental, social, and economic challenges, and I'm going to play some snippets of the speech for you now.
Så hva egentlig Norge? Norge høye fjell og dype fjorder. Det vidder og skjærgård, øyer og holmer. Det frodige åkre og myke heier. Nordmenn jobber i butikk, på sykehus, på oljeplattform. Nordmenn arbeider for at vi skal være trygge, arbeider med å holde landet rent for søppel, og leter etter nye løsninger for en grønn fremtid. Nordmenn dyrker jorda og driver fiske. Nordmenn forsker og lærer bort. Nordmenn engasjert ungdom og livserfarne gamle. Nordmenn enslige, skilte barnefamilier og gamle ektepar. Nordmenn jenter som glad i jenter, gutter som glad i gutter, og jenter og gutter som glad i hverandre. Mitt største håp for Norge at vi skal klare å ta vare på hverandre. At vi skal bygge dette landet videre på tillit, fellesskap og raushet. At vi skal kjenne at vi, på tross av all vår ulikhet, ett folk. At Norge ett.
I've heard that speech so many times now, but still, it makes me really proud. He was breaking down walls instead of building them, and because of that, he was praised around the world. It sort of went viral at that stage. So our key takeaway was that we are stronger together. Norway is one.
And in the next phase, create, we went from strategy to crafting the brand experience. But how can you create a brand experience for a country that already has such a strong symbol? We played around with snippets of the flag, but to be completely honest, at this stage we felt quite uncomfortable. This lacked authority and didn't feel like Norway. But it was when the full flag came into play that we felt more at home. We looked at how to use the proportions of the flag as a grid system and stretch it across the identity. But when we took a step back and saw that others use their flag, we questioned if this was enough. Could we really claim the position of a pioneer or explorer if we stopped here? We felt that we really weren't there yet, and we needed something more to believe in. We split the flag into modules that could be filled with a set of shapes with rules for rotation and scale. And the flag's transformation through endless possibilities showcases Norway's affinity for experimentation and drive. Telling the story of a nation that celebrates change, celebrates individuality whilst being stronger together.
So then that led us to the final stage, which is execute. So this is about making sure that we deliver a holistic brand experience across all platforms and towards all target audiences. So within the brand architecture, we have 7 industries, which come from Innovation Norway's focus areas. These are tourism, creative industries, clean energy, ocean industries, smart cities, bioeconomy, and health. And here we drill down into the ocean industries as an example and into their business areas underneath. And then under these business areas would be the companies that Innovation Norway works with within this industry. So they are basically the proof in the pudding, if you will. And without them, we would have no content. We wouldn't have anything to communicate out to the international markets. So each of these industries was then will have a toolkit. So we started with ocean industries as a pilot to set the direction. So this would include key messaging and communication, presentations, icons and images, video footage, print collateral, event stand material, anything that somebody who is looking to communicate ocean industries within Norway, this would be for them, and that's their place within the bigger picture of representing Norway internationally. These companies and their solutions would then be showcased on the Explorer, which is the arena where Norwegian Green Solutions meet international buyers and investors. And the Explorer was launched internationally at the Green Tech Awards in Berlin in May of this year. And so far to date, there are 243 sustainable solutions on the platform. We in SDG have also built a test version of a flag generator. As Ida mentioned before, we've created this system that can then use real data to build unique flags. So we thought it would be fun if everyone wanted to try to build their own flag. You can actually, on your phone, go to sdgnorge.no/Norway flags. Nice mix of English and Norwegian there for you. And then all you have to do is put in your name, your age, your location, and where you were born, your birthplace. And then it should generate your personal flag. So if you put those details in again, it should come up with the same flag, your flag. So if you want to, you can go ahead and test out our beta version of a flag generator and see if you think your flag speaks to you or represents you correctly. And I was born where no one will know. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. Nice. There we go. Okay. Ready? Ooh. Woo. So that's my flag. And let us know any bugs. We're still in a very early testing phase. Okay, so another possibility to ensure that everything that we have created could be implemented in a very simple and effective way for the people working with it day to day would be to push this test generator a step further and take these flags that we have generated based on real data and real people and put them into layout compositions. And this is something that we looked into so that it would be easier to produce and implement the brand on a grander scale. So it's been a long process, but together with Innovation Norway, we built a brand for the business and tourism industries to communicate in a clear and effective manner. And to end with, we'll show you a film that sort of sums up the brand experience.